If you're looking for the best place to build in this new island for Palworlds, this is a video to watch. We're going to give you 6 ideal locations for you to build your base, whether you want the resources, want a pretty view, whatever you're caring for, we got you covered. Go ahead and give a subscribe, like this video if you want to see more. So first off, we went ahead and explored the whole island, made sure to mark the different locations as to where you may want to build your base. Like I said, there's 6 locations. We got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So whether you want something in the like the forest where there's all those pink trees, you want something out in the desert, you want something in the new mushroom biome, or maybe in the mountains, whether you're looking for something that is super defensive or has the right resources, we've got one place for everybody to consider. So let's grab a bird to have a flight. So I'm actually at the very first base. This is probably my favorite one. That's got lots of stone. It's got 2 new nodes for the oil. It has a beautiful 3-point waterfall here. You have a dungeon right there, so it's nice to get in and out for the new content. You have all these lovely trees. Like, this is probably my favorite place. As far as defensive wise though, is you're still going to have this road right here that you're going to have people spawning right to come in. So you are going to have to do a little bit more defensive focus in order to make the use of this. As I'm getting hit by the Alright, and as soon as we respawn, I'll continue. Alright, and on to the next spot. Like I said, this is just a really beautiful location. You have all these waterfalls. So this is my personal favorite. And where you can find that on the map is right next to Secluded Cemetery. If you go up the road, you can get to it, but it's fairly close. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the next area. It's in the desert, and it is just east of that location. And this is going to be one for ideally for resources. You got a nice mix of different resources that you can do here. And also, the reason that this would be potentially good base for you is it is far away from any potential point. So if you're wanting to have an extra location to teleport to, this is a good spot for you to do. It does have the 2 oil spots that you can mine from. It has some sulfur nodes nearby, so, and some rocks. So as far as the resources go, it's pretty decent. And then another good thing about it is it's fairly open. So if you were wanting to do any type of large building, wanting to have anything in that regard, this is a pretty flat area right next to the sea. And so the main reason you would want to come here is it's an open area, has a lot of resource nodes. So that was why this is the number 2 on our list. Next one is straight down, right in this area. This is going to be more of a forest area. Let's go ahead there now. So here we are at the next base location on the map. It is kind of far away from anything. Closest one would be Cherry Blossom Crossroads. So the nice thing about this is it does have the nodes for the new nodes. Got a couple of rock nodes here, and it's a pretty generic spot. Has a couple of trees around, has a couple of things. The ideal thing about this, though, is there are a lot of dragons here. A couple of the new ones, but they spawn a lot of them. So, if you're wanting to have a base that is surrounded by the different dragon types, this is a nice open location, has a little backing here, and you're able to catch those dragons pretty consistently and also have them just wandering around your base. So that's why that makes number 3. So the next one we're going to go to a little bit more south, and this is a fairly unique spot that we really appreciate how they set it up. If you're wanting a defensive spot, this is the one that you need to check out. Alright, so we are at the new base location. So what it is right here. It's just south of the Cherry Blossom Crossroads. So you wanted to have this. And right away you can see that how unique this is. This is the only spot that has these like huge mushrooms that are over this cliffside. And what's nice about that is that this base could be right up against this cliff. So it is very defensible because you're only probably going to have people coming up from this trail. So as long as you have your back towards this part of it, you're able to kind of defend it fairly well. And then there's also the rock nose, there's the oil. So if your focus was more of on the defensive thing, if you're doing raids in your game, this is a rather unique spot and also a rather defensible one. Next up, we're going to continue going south. We've got the mushroom wetlands that is just west of that teleport location, and it's a straight shot from here. Pretty unique looking place. It's got water surrounding it, so not too bad of a spot if you're looking for a cosmetic location. Alright, so here is the base again, like right at the tip of the island. So here's the whole island all the way down at the bottom, so it is a decent way for you to get over to the other one. All the way down southwest of the teleport on the map. And what's nice about this is that you do have some sulfur nodes, you have the new oil nodes. It's right up against the water, so you have this backing. You have these unique structures here that also sometimes have chests in them. And so this is just overall a really nice location. Alright, and that is this area. Last but not least, at the far east side of it, we're just going to go straight over the water for this one and head that way. Definitely one that's right at the tip. Okay, so here's the last spot, right on the edge of the map, or not edge of the map, but edge of the island here. Nice little spot, has plenty of resource nodes, so if you're looking for the sulfur, the rocks, I think that might be cool. And then you have 2 of the crude oil spots for hub. This is a nice location right on a peninsula. It definitely has creatures like Relaxosaurus and other ones for you to tame. It's only one way in, one way out, so you'll have the ability to defend it pretty well. So overall, it's a fairly nice spot, and you can, as you can see, the dragon egg right next to that spawns right next to it. So if you're looking for that, it's not too bad of a scenic view either. And that's our final spot. So if you like more of these, go ahead and give us a subscribe, like the video, comment below telling us which one was your favorite location. We went ahead and had searched all of the map. We explored it on our live stream, so if you want to go ahead and take a view at our live stream of this, you can see us explore the whole island and all the different locations, why we didn't like them. But here was the top ones that we had picked out. Again, if you just want to have a quick view of them. First one that is our favorites right here. Then you have one that's in more of the desert area. This one's more of a mountainous area. It's definitely a unique area that has the mushrooms behind it. These two are swamp areas. This one is probably the most unique swamp area because it does have those structures. And then last but not least is the one that's on the peninsula. Plenty of pals that are here. Lots of resource nodes. So those are definitely the ideal locations if you're wanting to make a base here on this new island. Hope you enjoyed. Again, give us that like and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video.